Good morning, good day, good evening, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Yellow Nuzlockesque. I think that's what we're going to go with for the video title here. So, if you don't remember, today we're going into Mount Moon. Ooh, spooky. Really. Pikachu's, Crosby, sorry, is nice and happy. Dude down here is selling a Magikarp that I am not buying it. Team Rocket. So that's the first we're hearing of Team Rocket. Holdover staple thingy all over the place in the show. And apparently, we're gonna make our lives difficult here in the moon thing. Anyway, moving right along. I realize I missed several, and I mean probably a lot of stuff, items. It just completely slipped my mind. I think I missed a Pokeball, a potion, and that's probably about it. So I'm not too concerned about it. Trust me, I will not be missing anything that is vital as far as TMs, HMs, etc. No, not going to switch Pokemon. The first two videos, obviously, were very long. Here on out, we're going to limit it. I'm going to try to limit it to anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes per video at the most. With that said, I'm going to start cutting a lot more out of the videos as well. So you won't see as much just wandering around and random battles and those sorts of things. I'll try to cut those out a little bit. But you'll probably still see one here and there if it's short. Short battles, it doesn't save me any time editing them out, but I might edit large stretches out. For example, I probably am going to edit a lot of the wandering around here out, just because, yeah, lots of random encounters in good old Mount Moon. Alright. So here we get our first useful item that we find in the wild. I say useful somewhat lightly because it's water gun. We don't have anybody who can use it yet. See? So I just realized my background is not working correctly. What's going on here? Okay, hang on. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. I don't know what was going on with my image off to the side there, but hopefully we've got it fixed now, and we will carry on. Alright, so in Mount Moon, this is going to be our biggest problem right here. Geodude. Obviously, we've established that we can handle rock types. I just have to make sure that I'm not going to get my ass kicked pitching, because for the most part, everything, it's kind of a toss-up, I guess. Some things are going to be good to have prickles out. You know, we want to take out, for example, Zubat real quick. You leave Zubat around, he's going to confuse you, and that is very deadly in a Nuzlocke play. Then, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch him. Basically, we're going to bank on there being fewer Zubats than anything else, which I know anyone familiar with the Pokemon series before is probably thinking, wow, that's a really stupid thing to assume. And yeah, it probably is. But Clefairy. Kind of like Jigglypuff before, Clefairy is a normal type, a bit on the stronger side as well. but still weak to the fighting types. There's a lot of similarity between Clefairy and Jigglypuff's moves. There's a pretty significant difference, though, later on. Clefairy actually learns the move Metronome, which allows him to randomly use any ability in the game. Alright. Here we go. Magnemite. Nothing really special about Magnemite. The only thing that we need to worry about is if he knows Sonic Boom, because Sonic Boom, regardless of my level, my stats, their level, their stats, automatically does 20 damage. Just flat up, straight up, 2-0, no modifiers. In the early game, like this, that is stupid powerful. That is guaranteed, basically half of pretty much any enemy you would run into, half of their health, right off the top of off the bat. Thankfully, if you get hit with Screech or something like that, it does not affect that thing I was just talking about, Sonic Boom. So, having your stats lowered and then getting hit with Sonic Boom does not change anything at all. So that's a little bit of a nice bonus there. What? Whenever I see a silhouette of a Pokemon like that, all I can think of is, who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu. Yeah, I know. A little bit on the pathetic side. Potion, yay! Escape rope, yay! Oh, rare candy, that's right. Rare candies probably won't end up getting used for the most part. So yeah, rare candies probably won't end up getting used for the most part because they're just a little cheaty. The only time I've ever used rare candies in the games when I was playing before was when a Pokemon would faint and I was fighting the Elite Four and had no other way to revive a Pokemon after a battle. Because if you use a rare candy, the HP boost... Oh, excuse me. The HP boost that they get also raises their current HP. It does not stay at a certain percentage. So you're pretty much guaranteed to revive a Pokemon with a couple of health. I'm trying to keep my levels relatively balanced here for now, because I don't want to go over my level cap and screw myself for the battle against the Cerulean Gym Leader, where again the cap there is level 21. That said, most of the stuff here is going to go down pretty quickly and not reward that much experience. Hey. There's the escape rope. Yeah. Okay. Hey. That's what... Oh. I guess that doesn't really work there if that's actually what... Okay. So, Oddish. another new Pokemon that we haven't seen yet. It is a grass poison type, which, interestingly enough, most of the grass types in the game are grass stroke poison types. It makes things a little bit difficult because, well, if you're using a grass type, that is, because it makes them susceptible to the ground type, whereas normally a grass Pokemon would not be. Basically, a grass and poison type has a ton of weaknesses and not a lot of strengths. So you really want to be careful with them. That said, they also tend to have a relatively low physical defense, so you can pretty easily just blast through them like that. Alright. So, we go ahead and heal up here. This is our first encounter with a member of Team Rocket. He is guarding 2 items, one at the top and one hidden on that rock to the right. We can get this one, which is the important one, TM01. Let's take a look. TM01. Now, in some playthroughs, I will go ahead and replace a move with Mega Punch. The problem with Mega Punch, and particularly Mega Kick, which comes up much later on, is that they are very, very low accuracy attacks. So you will miss pretty frequently, and that's not something that you can afford to do when you're putting everything on the line in a Nuzlocke or Nuzlocke style run. So, here we go up against the Zubat of Team Rocket Grunt, bloody blah. Okay. That right there is exactly what I'm afraid of from a Zubat. Supersonic, when it connects, confuses your Pokemon, and when a Pokemon is confused, it has a chance to deal damage to itself instead of the opponent. The nice thing about it is that it doesn't deal the amount that the attack would have dealt, it just deals a set confusion damage amount. Oh no. And we're poisoned. Now, because I'm going to finish the battle here, this isn't a problem, but poison can be a bit of a bitch if you don't have an antidote to take care of it, and we'll go ahead and demonstrate why here. And no, it's not because of Ether. That right there. So let's look. Cosby, poison, 32 out of 41. 31 out of 41. Every 4th step that you take with a poisoned Pokemon, that Pokemon will take 1 point of damage. So like I said, if you do not have an antidote, you can very quickly run yourself down. So I'm going to go ahead and skip through this, go back to the pokecenter, heal up, and make my way back. So I will see you all in just a minute. And we're back. Alright, so moving right along from where we were before, we can just walk right past this kid, but I'm not going to. I did intend to go around behind him, but I'm not good at D-pad because D-pad, so yeah. Oh, here's a new one. Rattata. I wonder how I'm going to have to deal with him. Oh boy. Poison Sting. Very good move. Starts to give us a little bit of diversity, and I am going to go ahead and get rid of Tackle. because it is so much weaker than Horn Attack, and it doesn't have that much less PP, which is how many times you can use it, than Horn Attack does. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out here, get Cosby some experience. I don't think we could... I just ruined my own joke. I was going to say, I don't think Cosby understands what his name is. He keeps saying Pikachu. And I screwed it up and... well, you heard it. Thankfully, once you get out of Cerulean, the variety of Pokemon that trainers have opens up pretty dramatically. You won't see the same 5 Pokemon over and over and over like you do, or like we have so far. We're gonna go ahead and sneak up on dude here and get this item. Probably, will actually get used. Eventually, we'll evolve Nidorino into Nidoking, but it's gonna be a while. Yeah, these trainer battles, still pretty straightforward. And the only reason I am leaving this in is because... because of Onix. So Onix is not this hyper rare Pokemon that no one but Brock has access to. I always thought it was strange when you see just a random traveler walking around with a Pokemon that a gym leader uses as his cornerstone for his team. Now it seems like, well, if I'm going to be a gym leader, I'm going to use the Bulbasaur, well, by the time I'm gym leader, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, you know, one of those epically rare Pokemon. Mewtwo, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. You know, something unique and that people are going to look at and go, what the fuck is that? And not know how to deal with it. But that's probably because I'm too competitive to actually be a gym leader. Okay. Team Rocket. Unfortunately, Team Rocket does not get a lot of variety. Up until you get to the Sylph Hideout, they're basically going to have these same 4 Pokemon. With one notable exception. Uh-oh. Okay. Gotta pull Prickles out. Can't afford to have him overpowered for the Cerulean City Gym. Which, he might be anyway, now that I'm thinking about it. Find out. So, 2 Rattatas and a Zubat. Nothing that we haven't seen from every other trainer around here. So obviously these must be very, very low-level Team Rocket grunts. Okay, moving right along. I forgot after that battle to go ahead and switch things up, so we'll do that now, and move on. Ah, Paris. This is another new Pokemon we haven't seen yet. Paris is a bug/grass type. Has a really high defense, and I was afraid of that. Really specializes in status effects. also has a pretty high attack rating. So we're paralyzed, which means two things. First off, my attack, or my speed rating is way low. It basically cuts your speed in half, and I'm not going to risk being fully paralyzed. It also gives, it also has a chance of causing your Pokemon to just not be able to move for a turn. So that can be a bit of a bitch. I think I grabbed, yeah. Thankfully I grabbed a Paralyze Heal. That should be all we need to get through. But we'll see. Either I'm not in the section I thought I was, or they changed things around a little bit for yellow version. Wow. Ah, hey, Clefairy. This would actually be a pretty good grab as well. My 6th slot for my Pokemon are pretty up in the air. I do have somebody that I have in mind. So we're basically going to be stuck running around with a maximum of 5 Pokemon for a long time. Clefairy is one I would consider trying to catch, though. But I think I'm going to pass. Alright, so, Super Nerd wants to fight. So we see a new Pokemon here called Grimer. Nothing particularly special about him. Is a poison type. Pretty strong defense and physical attack. Paralysis is nice, but he is going to disable... Oh! Double Team. Well, so I think in later versions of the game, Disable automatically targeted the last ability you've used. Obviously that is not the case here. I have never used Double Team in a battle, so it's kind of pointless to do that. And oh my god, I hope he doesn't have Sonic Boom. Oh. That's one thing about these electric-type Pokemon, particularly Voltorb and I'm drawing a blank on the other one's name. Basically, any electric type you would run into at this point in the game is a pretty strong possibility that it's going to have. Well, I'm brain dead. Sonic Boom. One thing you do need to be careful of, though, is a Voltorb coming in, using Screech, and then using Self-Destruct and or Explosion to finish you off. I am going to go ahead and... I would like to change Pokemon because my ability here is... my defense is significantly impaired. I'm gonna paralyze him. Hope that he can't attack. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's not good. So now, hopefully, he stays paralyzed for one more turn, or misses, that works too. So, we're going to quickly finish up here, and that will be the end of the video here as soon as we get out of Mount Moon, because we are almost out. Now, I know this is sacrilegious, but I'm going to take the Dome Fossil. Mostly because I just want to say, hey, all you people who want to Twitch Plays Pokemon, screw you. Down with the Cult of the Helix. Whatever the hell it was called. Yep. I will go to that. However, I will not be reviving my dome fossil. Ooh. This is new. Oh. Oh, they even got the surrender now or prepare to fight. I really do wish they did the full thing, though. Full rocket motto. You know, I would say it right now if I could remember it.
Prepare for trouble and make it double.
To protect the world from devastation. To ignite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Ash
Misty!
and Brock.
Duplica! That's right!
Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light.
Surrender now or prepare to fight all of us!
But I can't. So instead, we're just gonna kick some ass. Okay. Go ahead and use quick attack. That should finish the Ekans off. Elf. I always kind of feel bad because in the Pokemon Yellow version, they actually make Meowth just a regular Pokemon that you have to fight. And you never fought Meowth in the show. Well, he was in battle a few times, but he's more of a partner and less of a Pokemon. I mean, he even goes so far as to, at one point, way down the line, I think it was in the black and white version of the show, I mean, the show that came out corresponding with black and white versions of Pokemon. He joins Ash and Silent and whoever else is walking around with him, I can't remember. The Dragon Master, Lady Iris. He joins them, and Ash attempts to basically ceremoniously catch him, and he throws a big bitch fit. He's like, I'm Meowth, and I'm not a Pokemon. I'll join you, but won't own me. And Team Rocket doesn't know what to do, so... that's something. I much prefer this version. Yeah. And just like that, we're out. Alright, so that's going to be it for today. The next time we come back, we're going to go ahead and make our way all the way over to Cerulean City and get started on the preparations for the gym battle against the Mighty Misty. So, see you again soon. Bye. Yeah. Bye.